No Ryder Cup would be complete without these people, the players' wives and girlfriends, eager to provide their own glamorous and distinctive sideshow to the on-course action, and not beyond adding their own competitive element by attempting to outshine the opposition in the fashion stakes. More make-up than match play, you might say, but their husbands appreciate it.
Whoever is married or has a girlfriend or whatever is, engaged to somebody, know that it's important to have your other half happy and pulling for you, and because the last thing you need is having problems off the golf course when you're in a quiet time or by yourself with your wife. So it's important that all that is taken care of, and hopefully the wives will be happy and supportive and hold back some of the things they might have to talk about till Monday afterwards.
It's a team effort. I mean, certainly a caddy and a player are a team, and then you've got another player and another caddy in the group that's also on your team, and then you got two wives, and we all play a part.
All of our wives have always been very much an integral part of what happens. They're included in everything that goes on. They're encouraged to be a part of the big group meetings and say what's on their mind. They definitely are very supportive, and they really go the extra mile to have the flags and to wear the pins and to show support for the team.
But there's more to the week than the nervy business of winning points. There's the social world, the shopping sprees, the photo opportunities, comparing notes with the opposition about life outside belly putters and wild cards. It's all so different to life on the tour.
We don't really get to all stay in the same hotel on the PGA Tour, all travel together. And to take your wife with you, and she gets to become part of a team, and she has a role. They have a time when they get to speak on a Saturday night, or they get to walk inside the ropes, or they get to walk with the match that's down. They ask, okay, everybody go and pull for Davis because he's getting beat. So all the wives show up, and that's when you know you're in trouble.
And as the emotional roller coaster of the match evolves, so the importance of the support of the female partners increases, sometimes in sharing in their man's success, other times providing a shoulder to cry on.
I really think they are important for the player to feel comfortable and a home and support, and any husband, anybody related with somebody, leaving them behind when it's really important and you need some help from the side. Maybe, I think it's important that they're there.
I've said many times in meetings with the PGA, that either a wife or significant other or a caddy might make the difference in the winning point between winning or losing.
Not quite a do-or-die moment for European Ryder Cup hopefuls in Holland, but with tournaments running out, the pressure was certainly beginning to rise at the KLM Dutch Open. One of those who seems to perform at his best under pressure, Ian Poulter, had a fine week at Hilversum. One or two frustrations, but his campaign moving in the right direction. The man who sunk Europe's winning putt at the Belfry, Paul McGinley, is finding form at just the right time. A closing 65 good enough for a share of second place in Holland, a result which put the Irishman right back in the reckoning. A very Irish setting for the final major of the year, and McGinley among the Europeans who travelled to Whistling Straits to enhance their chances of making the team. Paul picked up where he left off in Holland to finish top 10, top European, and to take a big step towards his goal of Oakland Hills in September. Darren Clarke may have fallen away over the weekend, but he led through 18 holes, and Bernhard Langer will be delighted to see the Ulsterman in form. Having slipped out of contention, Englishman Brian Davis looked to have found his game again at Whistling Straits, and with the points from finishing alongside Clarke in 13th spot, Brian may yet make a late run into the team. Jean-Francois Remesy made a big impression in his first American major, and his performance has given him a chance to join fellow Frenchman Thomas Levey on the plane to Detroit. With the US team complete, this is how Europe's top 10 were looking after the US PGA Championship. The top 5 from the world points list, the next 5 from the European table, Howell, Poulter and McGinley still with work to do. Waiting to pounce, Remesi, Hegman, Davis and Jakobsen amongst others. The big question now surrounding Colin Montgomery and whether he's done enough to secure one of the two wildcard places.
Thomas Levy is poised to make his Ryder Cup debut after an extraordinary reversal in his fortunes. In June he was so tired he withdrew from Open qualifying, and the Frenchman's hopes of winning a coveted Ryder Cup place were fading fast.
The Ryder Cup is probably the biggest team event you can play as a pro, so it's something very, very big in a career. You always be remembered as a Ryder Cup player if you play it, and I put it my number one goal in the year, and I knew that to go in the team, I knew I needed to win tournaments as well.
That vital win came in the Barclays Scottish Open at Loch Lomond in July, when he came from 7 shots back to shoot a final round 63 and qualify for the Open, where he confirmed his Ryder Cup place by finishing a respectable 5th.
My first goal at Loch Lomond was to get that number one spot, to get at the Open. I finished 5th as well, which was the week I realized that they would have a tough time catching me up now. And these 2 weeks were the biggest, probably of my career. And they made me join the team, and Loch Lomond was the little starter, and then the British Open finished it.
So a Ryder Cup berth awaits the charismatic Frenchman, who's unlikely to be fazed by the stress and strain of Ryder Cup and intends to approach it in his usual jovial manner.
When you have nothing to lose, that's where you're the most dangerous. And golf has shown it in the past that, guys, you give Phil Mickelson against Philip Price in the last Ryder Cup. Philip, you have no chance. Of course I have my chance. I shoot 62, he shoots 63, and I beat him. Thank you very much. It's just on the day, the guy that answers the pressure a bit more, it will be the winner. So me, I take it very simple. I try to think about the next shot, and I try to do the best I can on the golf course. After that, if I win, I win. If I don't win, life goes on. It's only a sport, and I like to have fun on the golf course, and I'm not thinking about any other things than trying to play good golf.
And if you're ever in need of upping morale in the European Cup, Captain Langer, here's your man.
This is my friend Pelican. Pelican the bird. I love having fun on the golf course. It's just when I play good, I'm always enjoying it, and I try to share that with the public or my partners. And let's hope that during the Ryder Cup I'll be in playing good, and I could share that with them. And I always love playing team sports, and it brings the best out of you all the time. So let's hope that Ryder Cup will do the same.
Levy will be only the second Frenchman to make the European Ryder Cup team after Jean van der Velde at Brookline in 1999, and the French flavour could increase with Jean-François Remesi currently 11th in the rankings and Raphael Jacquelin 13th.
It would be enormous for French golf. We had Jean van der Velde played the Ryder Cup the last time, and having 2 French players would be something enormous. And we have a chance with Raphael Jacquelin as well if he does well. So it could be possible. It's possible we have 3.
So sign up now for those French lessons. In our 6th and final programme, we'll have confirmation of Europe's lineup, complete with wildcards. Until then, from Dominic Hollier and me, Tony Adamson, goodbye. A famous week for European golf in 1995 at Oak Hill in Rochester, New York, with the visitors claiming a stirring victory for only the second time on American soil. For Costantino Rocca, it was especially memorable. He made only the third hole-in-one in Ryder Cup history. The genial Italian was suitably overjoyed. Another timeless Ryder Cup moment brought to you by Rolex.